Hello and shit, Ed here with more fitness tips. Good morning, how you doing? Today's topic is about drugs. Drugs are cool sometimes. It depends which ones and how you use them. But, yeah, so we're gonna get into it. When is it okay to start using drugs? And I'm not talking about the dumb drugs, I'm talking about like performance enhancing drugs, the cool ones, okay? The PEDs. So this is beyond supplements. I'm not talking about your pre-workouts. I'm not talking about your creatines. I'm talking about SARMs and the heavy-duty gear. The S word. Steroids. Whoa. Uh-oh. When is it okay to start using them? Should you use them? Maybe not. I don't know. But this is my little insight on it. Everybody's got their own take. Some people like to feed them to teenagers, which I think is a very dumb idea. I think if you're a teenager, you should stay away from these things. Do not touch SARMs or steroids or anything like that. My recommendation for the age, which is okay to start testing out the waters, is around 25 to 30. This is for many, many different reasons. One reason is strictly just because your endocrine system is not fully developed. Your hormones are changing. When you're a teenager, even your early 20s, your body is going through so many changes. When you're 16, 17 years old, you're hitting those growth spurts, your testosterone's through the roof, your growth hormone production is through the roof. You don't need any of that other stuff. Your body's already at peak levels. To try and mess with it is gonna do more harm than good. Okay? That being said, think about when you're 17. You probably don't have a full beard when you're 17. But when you're 25, it's a different story. Yeah, maybe you're the same height when you're 17 and you're 25. You think, I'm done growing. My body's kind of at that point. No. When you're 17, your body's still going through all these different changes. Even through your early 20s, your hormonal system, your endocrine system is not really fully developed until about 25 to 30. Usually around 25 to 30, that's when your growth hormone production is going to slowly start to decline. Your testosterone levels are going to slowly start to decline. Again, everybody's body's a little bit different, but I think the sweet spot is around 25 to 30. So once you're around that 25-ish age, I think that's when it's okay to start messing around with SARMs or steroids. Ooh, that's word. Okay. Obviously some are worse than others. I wouldn't say now that you're 25 years old, it's okay to hop on tren. No, not a good idea. It's not like on your 25th birthday, you're like, all right, I'm going to start taking tren and clenbuterol and T3, and there's so many things out there. A lot of this stuff you shouldn't really take at all unless you're either competing in bodybuilding. I'm sorry to say, guys, most of the bodybuilders, the fitness influencers that you look up to, Arnold, Ronnie Coleman, I don't know, who's a big fitness influencer nowadays on Instagram or TikTok, they're all on something, okay? So drugs are very big in the fitness world, and some people like to abuse them, some people like to stay away from them. But pretty much even famous actors, like all your big time actors in movies that are, looking pretty good and ripped, for their role, as a superhero or whatever, probably on something. 99.9% of the time, if you think somebody is, they probably are. There's a couple people that are very gifted. But yeah, have I tried some things? Yes, I have. I think my genetics are okay, I didn't really start touching any of the heavy stuff until I was about 23 or 24. And even still, I didn't really go into any heavy stuff. I would say if you're in your early 20s and you want to screw around with some of the, smaller, not smaller, the SARMs are still going to be pretty damn powerful. But if you want to test out maybe your MK2, what the hell is even the name of it? Ostarine, 28677, something like that, 2866. You can start screwing around with your Ostarine, maybe LGD. LGD was actually the first one I tried. I think I was maybe, like I said, 23 or 24. So probably a little bit early, but you know, start low, very, very low. If they say recommended dose is 10 milligrams a day, take 5. Start low, start very low, and don't go overboard with it. A lot of these things, SARMs, people say, oh, you got to take it for 12 to 16 weeks. Nah, take half the dose for maybe 10 weeks. All right, that's plenty long enough. Don't go too long. Don't go too high on your doses. But if you're going to start dabbling around and stuff, don't start mixing a bunch of different concoctions. Always start low. And I would say wait until you're, you know, at least in your mid-20s. Mid-20s is probably a safe bet. Okay? We're going to make more videos going into more details. But this is just a general idea of a starting point. Stay natural as long as you can, because that's the smart thing to do. There's many problems and side effects that can come when you start taking things, especially when you start mixing things. So wait till your mid-20s, try one thing at a time, start off very low. If it works good for you, all right, maybe you can try a little bit more next time, or a little bit, but know how your body reacts to one thing at a time before you start jumping into multiple things or crazy doses. That's it. Ed's out. That's the secret, okay? Not really a secret. I mean, a lot of people are just on drugs in the fitness industry and nobody's honest about it, so we're bringing the truth to the fitness industry. Yeah, drugs. Wow. Woo! All right. You're probably going to get the same feedback from a lot of people. 25 to 30, that's a safe age. Done. Well, I guess it's never really safe, but if you're smart about it, it can be safe. All right? If you want some coaching tips, feel free to hit me up. Obviously, I'm not the biggest, baddest bodybuilder around, but I've dabbled in a couple things. I think I got a lot of it locked in pretty good. Size, kind of there, all right? If you want to start looking like Ed, hit me up. I'll help you get there. How about that?